Former New York Giants quarterback Eli Manning is putting together an investment group to bid for a piece of the NFL team. That's according to people with knowledge of the matter. Randall Williams is part of the team with The Scoop. He's U.S. sports business reporter. He joins us here in the Bloomberg Business Week studio. Randall, Eli wants a piece of the Giants. What do we know?
Exactly that. I mean, he's putting together a group. He's long expressed interest. He said it on CNBC earlier this year. He's told me privately. He said it publicly. If there was one team that Eli was going to own, it's going to be the team that he plays for.
How much money is this worth? Like, what? Give us a sense of the numbers that we're talking here.
So I think we don't know right now, but if you look at the previous two transactions, or two of the three transactions that the NFL had, the Philadelphia Eagles are valued at 8.3. Philadelphia is obviously smaller than New York. And then the Miami Dolphins were valued at 8.1 when Aries and Joe Tsai bought a piece of it. So when you think of it in that aspect, I would imagine that the Giants could go for more. But also when these teams are being sold, sometimes owners have a little bit of soft spot in their heart for former players. And like, all right, I'll sell you a little bit less, and we'll have to see.
They're also business people, though. I mean, we're talking about the Mara family and the Tisch family.
Yeah.
Where would this piece of the asset actually come from? Would it come from the Mara family? Would it come from the Tisch family? Would a little bit of each kind of give way here?
So to my understanding, they're selling 10% total. That could be 5-5, but that's what makes the most sense. When the Tisch family bought 50% some years ago, I believe in 1991, they bought 50%. So if it's 10, I would imagine that it's 5-5, but I'm not so sure.
That 10% number is for a reason, though, right? It's this new rule that allows private equity to buy a piece.
Yeah, most of the teams that are considering selling stakes start at 10. Now, the Buffalo Bills sold 10 to Arctos, and then they sold another 10 to limited partners. Joe Tsai bought 3%, and then Aries bought another 3%. So we're seeing these NFL teams shed small pieces of stakes, and they're not controlling stakes. A lot of times these partners are coming in and being like, I'm happy to own a piece of the team. It's a prideful thing, and you know, the teams move on from there.
What's the precedent here for former sports players bidding for, you know, their own teams?
There's been a lot of them recently. I mean, when Rob Penner brought the Denver Broncos, Lewis Hamilton was part of that group. You have Venus and Serena Williams, who are sort of like the original former athlete owners. You have, of course, Dominique Dawes and the Atlanta Falcons, Tom Brady and the Raiders, along with Richard Seymour. You have Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, and Josie Altidore with the Buffalo Bills. So there's a little bit of a precedent here. But Eli and the Giants would obviously be a big deal because they have not had much success lately.
In general, are the controlling owners using this as an opportunity? And I don't mean the Tisch families or the Mara families right now, but when they sell a piece such as this, are they using this as an opportunity to kind of gain on the asset appreciation that we've seen in recent years and get some cash as a result of that?
It really depends on the group. There are some owners who are using this money towards stadium development and training facilities. There's other owners who have succession issues. I'm not so sure that the Mara family or the Tisch family have either one of those. They could just be looking to add owners. If you look at what Mark Davis did with Tom Brady's helping along with the football operations thing. He's not, I mean, the Raiders have a brand new stadium. They have no need for that specifically, but Mark Davis is trying to have more success. So you bring in the greatest quarterback of all time, and surely Tom Brady's going to help with that. Eli won 2 Super Bowls. Maybe this will look something similar.
That's what I wanted to ask about. Like, what would you expect Eli Manning's plans to be here as an owner? Would it be more just to earn an investment return, or to actually get involved with the operations of the team? Well,
if you're a limited partner, I think that the NFL's business has proven to be invincible in some aspects. I mean, when you think about the Super Bowl that just happened, it had 127 million viewers, and that was a blowout game. At one point, it was 40-6, and that's the pinnacle of things. So the business of the Giants is going to continue to grow, but for Eli, as far as his role with the Giants, that's going to have to be negotiated with the Mara and Tisch family. These limited partners, it depends on, you know, how sensitive a controlling owner is. Sometimes these owners will be like, yes, absolutely help me. I have no idea what I'm doing. But the Mara and Tisch family have won 2 Super Bowls in the last 20 years and 4 in the last 30 or 40. I think their first Super Bowl was in '87. So they've had some success.